continue from the previous talk.
Yeah,
that's right. So I was talking about the expectation from other people, what they expect at marriages. So when those people said to me, Sophia, be careful, Europe, women are not the same. In Africa, they do listen to their husband, but in here, they are really bad. So those people, I looked at them and I was really, at that time, alhamdulillah, I was so clever. I didn't take as a serious, but somehow my subconsciously
picked it up.
Yeah, it picked up, and I was like, every time I see women, like how she's acting, even if we go to the mosque and mix with the married woman, like, hey, come here, are you new? Yeah, I came from Africa. Well, okay. And then I was checking what those men are told me, especially men told me that.
Yeah, mostly, it's
men
mostly
told
men.
me, like, be careful.
Because men think that way,
your
yeah.
husband and do
That's
that,
the thing, because
and
men
do
have
that.
that insecurity in them. The women following other women's, listening to other women's, and seeing what the other women have and start comparing. I don't have this. So what they fear is that you're gonna pick up from those women and start that knocking your husband and stuff.
Then after that, I realized that because what they've seen is maybe one case, and then they put in their head and thinking that everyone else are the same. So now what we've seen in the young girls, that nowadays what they're going through about the marriages, you put in list.
They become so traumatized with this. That's the way I see
Exactly. But why can't we talk about this expectation even more? Because I know that marriages are really corrupted.
Most marriages
because of the expectation.
Are, like you said, corrupted.
Yeah.
They are, how do you say it again? I'm sure
they're going crazy.
That's right. Because of the
issue,
expectation. Like Marco was saying, Sophia saying, we all have our expectation, and we did not see that expectation happening, and we just become like, that's it. And most of us, we just started like feeling like, well, this is what I wanted when I was young. I wanted to have this kind of lifestyle. I wanted to be able to be free with my husband. I wanted to have, to communicate more with my husband. But my husband is more busy with his mobile phone, or my husband is going out more with his friend. I was thinking that I will have a husband, have children, be the queen of my house, the queen of my husband and everything. But when marriage happened, children start falling into place.
The reality
kicked in, right? And guys, this is not like every marriage, but most marriages these days is not working the way that marriage is supposed to fall into place, supposed to be working, because of the expectation. The more we put expectation aside and face the reality, and everybody have their own reality in life. For example, Safi's reality, Barke's reality, my reality is not the same. We all have our own reality and facing. And even if you go back to Islam, is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given us, each one of us, what is it that our role in marriage. Now, because we're not working on that, we're not looking on that, this is why as a Muslims, marriages are falling into place. Because marriage is supposed to be a way of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A way of ibadah. Yes? And the way of ibadah is, again, it go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if I say I married my husband for the sake of Allah, even though there is like affection, love, whatever, the greatest to come to that is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the one that brings that. But when you expect from the husband, or the husband expect from the wife, guess what? You will feel disappointed.
Because
you will get disappointed because human make mistakes. Human are not perfect. The best thing that we can do is listen to each other. If we follow the rules of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he communicate with his wife. He play with his wife, right? He ask his wife advice. But today, men, they don't want to seek advice from their wives, right? If the wife give you, obviously, some men, because it's not like every man, but then when you look at the majority, it's most men. Because again, like Barke says, masculine, right? The man, why would the woman tell me this?
And that would break your marriage as well. Because if you make in your marriage like, okay, we don't want to listen to each other, it's like a similar. We're sleeping in the same bed, we come in the same
Allah
thing.
make you equal.
But what is in here, it has to be shared.
That's right.
It has to be like opened communication, and your connection will be even more. Subhanallah. But the best way is, as Fatu mentioned, guys, communication is the biggest thing.
To listen to each
and
other.
also trusting each other, like without expectation. Okay,
Yes.
it's the two things: a trust and expectation. When you trust, you're not expecting something. You're trusting the person. But when you expect and trust, that is the way it becomes overlap.
Yeah, because we expect too much. It's like we're giving each other too much burden, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not even about burden, but also we sometimes forget that person that we love is another human
That's
being.
right.
Exactly.
That's
And
a big thing.
we put them in a high standard
Yes.
that they're like, oh my God, they
Like
will
you're
never
God, right?
break my heart.
Yes,
This person
yes.
is better than God. I will wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I will do whatever he asks me. I will make sure everything I will do it for him because you know
right.
what? He loves me. He will care for me. That expectation that you tell yourself over and over and over again because he will do those things. Guess what? That man doesn't do it. Oh my God. What did he do to me?
Wicked
What's
man,
wrong with
right?
this man? This man
He
is
doesn't
wrong.
love me.
This man doesn't love me. This man doesn't care
Care
about our
about me.
marriage. This man doesn't care about me. What's wrong? I get back to him. Why is he doing this? Why is he treating me like this? And then guess what? Some people, they get a divorce. Some people,
disaster.
they get angry. They marry another woman, or they get angry. They're not home
Oh,
most
that's
of the
my
time.
another woman. That's another topic.
That is another topic. But there's all different types
Yeah.
that the marriage becomes toxic,
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
marriage
definitely.
becomes such a big
It is
thing
a toxic, yeah.
that
Toxic
it
is the
just
biggest
ruins.
word, guy. Toxic, yeah.
For me,
Yeah, it's the biggest word there.
the
Definitely.
best thing I would have say, and to add on you guys, because you shed a light of many wisdoms that you shared, guys, mashallah, and thank you. What I would say, any marriages, do not expect
from the other
anyone
person.
I'm not talking about within the marriage, I'm talking about the outside marriage. People, what they talk about, they try to educate you in the wrong way, to tell you like,
That is another topic.
this
That's
happens,
another topic,
exactly,
yeah.
this happens, this happens.
Yeah.
But do not rule out someone else's lifestyle. What happened?
And put it
Something
into
goes
your
wrong.
one.
It's
Yes.
like, to me, when those people were telling me, Sophia, be careful, you're a women are this, women are that, women are that, you're pure, you're
They have
young,
too much
and
freedom,
you're
right?
that.
Women have too much freedom. That's what
So
they say in Europe, right?
exactly, and that was wrong. So there's more people, even if they thinking this, if you get married to someone, or they're gonna be that. But one thing they would never ever forget, what they've been implanted will happen, because they will see it. So, and that, inshallah, is another topic, and we will be expanding even more.
So guys, I just put this one there. Expectation again. Don't expect too much from the other person, from your
Exactly.
ex-spouse.
Yes.
But what I would also advise to the both parties is this:
Yeah.
listen to each other,
Yes.
each other's advice, each other's ideas.
Yeah.
Is bring the marriage together.
Yes.
Don't look down on the other person, because you're human as much as that person is a human.
Yeah.
God has put different wisdom, different talents, different ideas in each one of you. Now remember, whenever you work as a team, it makes the team work more stronger, more effective, more productive.
Yes.
And this is what we need in marriages. And for the youngsters, please look further into what you're getting yourself into. That could be the young boys, that could be the young girls, because don't see our marriages to be your type of marriage.
Yes.
That's
Because
right.
when you expect that this is whatever our marriages faces, that's how your marriage gonna face. That again is an expectation, and that is could happen because you focus so much into that. But
Exactly,
create your own lifestyle, marriage style, and don't expect too much of the list for the other person to do. Work on your own list. For you, what can you give?
Yes.
And the other person to work on the list, what can they give? Not what can I get. What can I get? You end up not getting what you want to get.
Or getting nothing.
Nothing.
So leave the reality, guys.
That's right.
Uh,
Your
this
own
week,
reality,
exactly.
alright? We all
Your
got
own
our own
Create
reality.
your reality.
Your reality. The
End
way
of
you
the
want it.
day, God gave us free will. Okay? And God gave us brain. So let's use it by thinking consciously, not unconsciously, consciously.
Yeah.
In a present moment.
Yeah.
Who comes to our faith, or our front of us, or who comes to our lives,
Yeah.
and we choose from that Okay, not choosing the expectation rather than the person who comes to you.
Exactly.
So please pay attention to everything what is going on around you in the present moment.
Yeah. Make a conscious decision always.
Yes.
Thank
you
So
very much.
thank you,
very
guys.
much. And don't forget to subscribe, guys.
Yes.
And share the
share the
videos.
videos.
Thank
Night.
you. Night.